Welcome to Primetime Modeling. It's the Tuesday show, and on a fun-packed show this evening we have Belly and Bench, Panzer's Tip of the Week, the Facebook Gallery, and, of course, the Quiz of the Week.
Well, not quite. But it is the Build Week, and it is Tuesday.
Hello,
everybody. Yes, it's a Build Week, so the intro is slightly out of touch there. But yes, it's a Build Week, so I shall be putting the link in the chat in a second. So for anyone who wants to come in and join and show us what's on your bench, by all means. We've got no PJ tonight. He's not very well, so get well soon, PJ.
Yes, get well soon, mate.
Yeah, but we will have the Facebook gallery. I've got it all loaded up and ready. So yes, Joshy's saying that guy sounds more excitable every week. Who does the show? Yes, yes. But yeah. So, but before we do anything, it's a public service announcement. Bin night. Put your bins out if you're getting your bins collected in the morning. Save you, going out in the first thing in the morning because you've forgotten and got to run after the dustman in your nightie. Not a very good look, but yes, get them out tonight. No, that sounds wrong. Put them out tonight. There we go. Yes. So, yes, I will put the link in the chat. I'm just now going to copy that because otherwise you'll be getting
restless
to somewhere complete. Well, no, you'll be getting a link to somewhere completely different, and you'll be just sitting there in no man's land waiting for nothing. Right. So, but we can't be having with that, can we? Right. So. Pasty, stabby, there we go, entry, there we go. And I shall be just putting it quickly into the Facebook group so that people from in there can join if they want. Where are we? Oh, where's me? What? Really? There it is.
What have you done now? Sorry.
No, nothing. No, it's just taking a while. Yeah. Right, and if you join us the bench. Right, and posty. Right, so yes, how are you, Panzer?
I'm fine, hunky dory, raring to go.
Good.
I've been busy. I've been doing bits and pieces all week, off and on. When I've been finishing at 2 o'clock and getting home for 4 o'clock and grabbing something to eat. And between doing live streams, I've been doing bits and pieces. You saw some stuff earlier in the week when I posted it to you. I have also more or less finished the first of the flock of sheeps for something later in the year. Today I've been pottering about on something that I started building last year. Now that I finally got a set of these wonderful, where are they? 3-dimensional decals. So I've been pottering about with that. So I've been getting that ready to put the decals on because ironic enough tonight, that's what I'm going to be doing, Phil. Tonight I'm going to be decaling the cockpit of a vehicle. I have a few other little tasks to do as well, but just general house cleaning.
Excellent.
I'm ready to put this on. What about you, Phil? How's your week been?
Yes. Go back today, work, obviously because of the bank holiday, go back to work today, and it's been absolutely manic. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. One of those days where you just can't get on and do anything, but Yes.
Hurry up and wait time. Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. But yes, I got through it in the end. Obviously, because I'm here.
Yes.
But yes, so it's it's just one of those days, because obviously the bank holiday and everyone's back, and stuff's gone wrong with their cars over the weekend. And, yes. But there we go. There's how it is.
They forgot to take the antifreeze out, and and all this lovely, good, glorious weather we're having.
That's it. As you do. Right, let's have a quick look in the chat. Joshy was in first thing this evening saying, evening Phil, Panzer, folks on the panel at the bench, and folks in chat. Hope we're all well. Yes, thank you very much.
Yes,
Yeah, from Panzer. Evening Phil from Panzer. Evening Sarah Jane Hugs.
Again, if you're looking in the background.
Evening Jossie. David Markey saying, evening Jossie, evening David. Evening to Panzer as well. Evening to me as well. Evening David. Welcome. Oh, hello. What's going on?
Josh. That was Josh.
Yeah, no. I just had a pop up. Just jump right over my chat, so I couldn't scroll. Right. Evening David from Panzer. We'll let Joshy in a second. Evening folks from David. Hi folks, but Panzer says I still don't know who this folks is.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Same as I don't really know who even everyone is.
Folks and everyone, those are the two.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Evening David, Panzer and Phil from Joshy. And sorry for those who wants to John, who's I don't know who John is, but he wishing to John us at the bench. And the link to the chat when the chat stream starts, which I have already. Hi again, Joshy and Scott. Standby beds. On your marks, everybody.
Yeah, I've got it. Here we go.
Come on, dear, oh dear. Slack, ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Look at that. Lovely, shiny, curvy.
Pointy.
Oh, mine's just pointy.
Slightly on the wonk, but slightly.
Yeah.
But
yes. Mine's just slightly that way, but it's a roundy brush, not a pointy brush. Well, it's got a point at that end, but it's roundy. Yeah.
Yes. Good evening. Time to get in, sit down, buckle up, and ride another Tuesday night roller coaster of low standards. Wow. Thank you, Scott.
He's come to the right place, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. But the one place you can guarantee to leave not disappointed.
Yeah, because expectations were that low to begin with. Yeah,
absolutely. Joshy saying, "Hey, Junk, don't forget to add is the best of the low standards." Well, we are trying. Mm-hmm. We are trying to get to be the best of the low.
Yes, we're going as low as a Trump tariff after an extended trade negotiation. Yeah.
Yes. JC saying, evening, Phil, gang and all in the chat. Evening, Josh.
Hey,
JC. Yeah. That's because I'm trying to read the next line. Saying, JC. Joshy. Yo, Joshy. David saying hi to Scott and also to JC. Joshy saying, that guy sounds more excitable every week. Oh, I've already said that, haven't I? Yeah, okay. Get well, PJ from David. Indeed, yes. Get well, PJ. And hey, David. Hope all's well soon. PJ from Joshy. There's the link, everybody. If you want to come in and join, just like Joshy will, who will be bringing in any second now. And there's a few streams like that in a week where people just sit around and nothing happens. Yes, come on. Let's not make it one of them streams.
Yes, let's have you. Let's get you at your bench. No doubt doing something. Come along and join us. You know, you don't need to do face cam. You can do what we do in bench cam. This is the industry standard for the stream. Bench cam.
Unless of course you're Panzer and forget that we're still live.
Yes. That was one of those moments. I will never live that down. Yes.
He will. No, and we won't let you either. Go for it. Painting is in saying hi. Hello,
Daniel. Go for it. Painting. Yeah.
Joshua B saying go for it. Hello, Daniel. Jeff with the double fur.
Yes. The other white meat, the Dunham.
Indeed.
Yes.
.com. Yes.
.com.
Evening, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. Josh is saying, no rush. I just found a pack of donuts, so I'm good for 5 minutes. 5
minutes. As long as that, blame me. You're slow eater, Joshy.
Well, I tell you, when you say that, I got I went and done the shopping for Mother on Friday, and she in Sainsbury's. Other supermarkets are available, but she wanted some jam donuts, so I got her some jam donuts, and every single donut had the whiff of the jam needle going in, so you could see where it had been pierced and a little bit of jam on the outside, but no jam on the inside.
By me,
Every single one.
the shrinkflation is getting worse.
I tell you, I mean, my poor old mother, she said, I don't want none of them. So I took them and I thought, I'll have that. Right, 3 there, they're still bad. I had old jam in them, not a single one. But I dunked them in my coffee, so I was all right. Yeah, just like having donuts off the seafront, except they weren't hot. Yeah. But there we go. Hello, Jeff.
And no doubt they were baked and not deep fried.
Yes, and they didn't have a hole in the middle. Otherwise, if they had a hole in the middle, the jam would have fell out. Just so I'm letting people know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened. Maybe there was a hole in it. The jam fell out, and then the hole sealed itself up. I don't know. Maybe.
No, I know what's happened. They put a new needle in, and the needles went all the way through the donut, and the jam's
the other side. Yeah, probably. No, that went in. Oh, where'd that go? What? I don't know. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Joshy. Hi, all from Goof for it, or Daniel. Joshy saying yes, whatever that is.
That's it. That's him licking his paintbrush.
Oh, right, well done. And Scott saying, you're assuming I had expectations to begin with. Well, we do like to think that you have some sort of, what should we say? Something to hold on to.
Just remember, we can still sing the Pink Panther tune.
We can. Yes. But Scott cannot do that. What we said he couldn't do.
Yes.
Yes. But he could if he came on camera though. If he came in,
yes. If he came in, did his bench thing. Yes.
Indeed.
He
yes.
can continue building what he's doing at his bench.
Absolutely. The best expectations, Scott's the best. Yeah. Yes. Hello, Jeff and Maggie from David. Josh is saying that's a double far. That's a trick, getting quite tricky. It is double far. That's it. Right. It's a pack of 6. Oh my God, 16. A pack of 16 donuts. My word. Right. Okay. No jam in the donuts, but the walls are a lovely red colour. Yes, right, indeed. Right.
We've got 2 waiting, so I shall bring them in order they arrived. I shall add in Joshy. Hello, Joshy.
Hello, Joshy.
Hello.
I shall now bring in Adam.
You're right. Evening.
Hello, Adam. Or should we say the emoji of Adam?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not great at the moment, so I'm just in off camera for now.
He's being enigmatic.
He's being shy.
Oh no! He cannot be shy. He's being enigmatic.
Yeah, that word that Phil used.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, welcome everyone. Right. So, build week. You know what it's all about. Come in, do a bit of building. Show us what you're doing. Well, apart from Adam, because he's got the camera on, but I'm sure we can hear him in the background, tootling away. Yes. So yes. What are you working on, Panzer?
Well, as I said, I will be working on some. Whoa, blimey! Wait a minute! I just knocked that flying, whatever it was.
Well, we're going to work on something. You're actually going to start clearing up.
What I'm now going to do is I'm going to go and look in the floor for the thing that just pinged down, because it's a very expensive ping down thing. It cost me a tenner. Where's my torch? The torch was.
That cost him a whole tenner, folks.
It did. It cost me a whole tenner.
Shocking.
I found it. Okay. A figure.
I think you're need some oil.
Yeah, people are shocked and stunned that I spent a tenner. Yes. Yes, right. Yes, anyway, you were asking me, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to be adding some of these new wonderful three-dimensional 3D printed type decals to the dashboard.
Hang on.
Wait.
Let's get you enlarged. There you
Yes,
go.
I shall be adding some 3D printed decals to a dashboard.
Nice.
So that's what I will be doing today. There'll be a few other bits and pieces because I've also got a fire extinguisher to paint. And various odds and sods that need to be just done, tidied up so that I can crack on with other things later in the week.
As you do.
As you do, you know what it's like. You get so much done, and then you're going to stop to do a lot of little chore things that need to be done, and that takes up your time. And you allocate 10 minutes for this and 10 minutes for that, and what sounds like a 10-minute job turns out to be 3 hours later. But that's what I will be doing. We will ask Joshy. Joshy, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be working on finishing off my Viking.
Packet of donuts?
No, they've gone.
Oh, and he never even shared.
Exactly.
Sorry, I was in the green room a long time, No,
I hope when you were in the green room eating those donuts, you didn't leave crumbs on Sarah Jane's new comfy chair.
Back in a minute. I never thought of that one.
Sweep them off, don't lick them off, all right?
Yes, I saw the comment last week. I was a bit tedious about being first in tonight, so I didn't want to rustle the feathers. No, I won't be finishing him tonight because there's a lot to do on him still. But I'll be working on him tonight. Which is my 3D printed Viking.
Very nice. So I'm just having a bit of a.
Right. I shall ask Adam what he will be working on in the background.
Probably just hanging out. I've not been doing a lot lately. I've not been feeling like doing a lot. It's just not. I've not had a good couple of weeks, and it's not been better this week.
Okay. What about you, Phil? What are you going to be working on this week? Trying to stab yourself with a scalpel.
No. To do that, I'll have to drop about 6 inches. Your forced perspective is terrible.
Yes.
There is the area of stavity. No, I should be I should be carrying on with the M3
half track.
And I'm just going through some of the accessorizations to see if I can make something up. But I will be asking a question later.
Oh,
I know. Terrible. I mean, where do I think I get off in this world by keep asking questions? Terrible.
Ask questions. You can get answers. You may not like the answers, but you can certainly ask.
Well, I know this is it. Then again, I might not even get an answer. Full stop.
Right. I shall catch up with chat while you're looking for whatever it is you're doing. Scott says, and I quote,
yes.
You have standards to maintain, Phil. I don't want to jeopardize that by coming on, LOL.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we might be able to risk it. I mean, but then again, does it mean though that Scott, if Scott comes in, means that the standards will go up, or will it go even lower?
That's why I put in the next comment. They certainly can't get any lower, could they?
Yes. David Martin says hello to Adam. Joshy B says they definitely can't get any lower, could they, Scott? Well, you never know.
Absolutely, you never know.
David Markey says Panzer must have been robbed. And John Locke says a whole tin of Panzer. Did you have to lie down afterwards? Yeah. I ordered some paint.
Yes.
I ordered some paint and some other bits and bobs a couple of weeks ago, and before I knew it, my basket was 180 quid. Thought, where the hell did that come from?
Wow. Well, you say that though. I have ordered some more bits off of Temu.
Yes. And for everybody out there, if you ever, I know that a lot of people. Wait a minute, I'll just put myself full screen again. Have you been following the internet community? Everyone has been flogging this stuff. The VMS no peel surface primer, easy flow stuff. It does. It flows beautifully through an airbrush. It glues down beautifully on an airbrush, but it's not very tough. I experimented with it because I wanted something special for the bridge layer because of all the nooks and crannies, and I thought the easier way to do that on the rattle can would be buy a bottle of this stuff. So I tested it. It's very easy to, once you've applied it, to knock it off with your fingernail. And we all know we have accidents where things can be rubbed away, where we pick things up to move things around, even if we wear rubber gloves. And it actually doesn't stick to the plastic very well. So be aware that it's not the all singing, all dancing that you're seeing on all the videos that people have got freebies with. I had to pay for mine, and I found it doesn't live up to the expectations. So for those of you who are out there looking at this stuff, other primers are available that are cheaper.
Yes, be aware, folks. We need all the wares we can get.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
indeed. Yes.
Oh yeah, I made a little couple of purchases today that I thought were quite cheap and decent for what they are and what I'm going to use them for.
What have you got?
Well, that's a nip uptown today.
Hang on. Let's put your full screen. Hang on, one sec.
Okay. I was going to do that.
That's all right. Don't go on.
Right, they're only cheap and cheerful. They're advertised at 80. Well, they're on the rack for £1. They've got 80p on the price, but they scanned at 50p, and they're just 5 box standard paintbrushes.
All right. Okay.
They're only 50p, and
lovely
sanding sponges.
Wow, sanding sponges.
80. I got 1 piece 80 grit, 2 piece 100 grit, and 1 piece 120 grit, and yeah, they were £1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those grits will be quite rough, mate.
Well, I've got lots of other models that I can use them on and stuff. So I thought for £1, I couldn't argue for £1.
Well done.
Wait a minute. Where is it? There it is. I'll take them off the full screen. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. Yeah. So I made a couple of little purchases. I've got the coming anyway. I've got the Dragon US Army not Ardennes, but the Remagen set. Set of five figures, and also British Army Normandy. I've got some of them coming as well, and I sort of just made up the basket with 1/16 airborne chappie. So, yeah, in resin. So we'll see how that is. But whilst I'm still sort of, should we say, dabbling my feet in the resin market, I won't buy expensive things, and on the off chance that I do mess them up.
Yeah, but the thing with you when you dabble in resin is that you can just give them a quick swish in cellulose thinners or IPA and clear the stuff off and reprime and start again.
Yeah.
If you speak to JC, Phil, I'm pretty sure he could help you out with 3D prints and stuff, because he's got loads of sites that he goes on.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I tried my my printer out yesterday. Yeah, I need to relearn how to put supports in. Because I'm using sort of translucent resin now. So I thought, you know, I can cut down the exposure times from 7 to 5 seconds, and I was doing great. Like I said, Carl, yeah, this is really good. There's a Jeep that I wanted to try out on, and so yeah, the wheels are there. Yeah, part of the chassis. I can see the chassis happening. Yeah. Good. And then when it actually finished and rose up, the outside was there. None of the internals were supported, so they all just made a mess in the bottom of the vat.
Clear off the Pepsi, yes.
Yes, so there I am, yeah, emptying it all out and cleaning that out last night. So I've got to re-educate myself on, because it's been, I actually, it's not been a year, it's been 2 years since the last time I used that printer. So, yeah. So got it all set up, but yeah, definitely. So I've got to try and sort that out, and then hopefully I can get. I've got some figures that I bought a while back, and I bought another set this week off of CG Trader that I want to sort of print, but until I've got the settings right, I just want to do something large, you know, and then just sort of get on with it, and then I can, you know, get down to the, I think it's five crew, Jeep crew, I think it is, British. So yeah, but we'll see. Yeah, because I've got something in mind, but I can't find figures to do it properly. So I'm going to have to sort of do a half-assed look at stuff and see if I can, you know, sort of convert or swap and change things. But until I can get everything sorted out, yeah.
Have you tried sculpting yourself with green stuff or milliput?
Sculpting myself?
Yes.
I haven't got a mirror long enough to look in, so I can't do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Have I tried sculpting myself?
Figures. Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. No. Joshy like that.
Wow.
Josh is easily amused.
And so am I.
I got where he was coming from on that. That's mine.
No, I haven't. Although quite a few years ago, and I mean quite a few years ago. I mean, what was I? Probably 12. God, that's a good few years ago. 48 years ago. Yes. Anyway, I actually made a bust of King Kong, and it wasn't bad at all, to be fair. Made it out of Daz clay, and wire. So we got, you know, made up a quick sort of rough shape out of wire, and then done it all. And it wasn't that bad, to be fair. But for whatever reason, and I don't know why, I can't think what the reason was, it never actually dried properly. The outside sort of dried long like it would do, and then after about a week or so, it started to crack. So it was obviously not drying on the inside. So whether it's moisture, too much moisture in I don't know. But I was quite disappointed. So I ended up getting a hammer on it and smashing it all up and chucking it in the bin. But no, apart from that, I've not actually tried sculpting figures. No. Cutting and shutting figures is probably my forte.
It's possible to cut and shut a figure and sculpt new arms. Just put in wire supports and mold your own.
Yeah. No. But it's more the fact that if I've got like British Army, then I don't want them in the Brody hats. I want with berets, because
You can what you can do, of course, is buy Hornet replacement headsets.
Yes,
they are now expensive. Just to let you know that Scott from Tasmania is in. Hi, Scott. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
Scott.
Hey,
Welcome. So I know that is an option, and I am looking out on CG Trader as well, because there are one or two out there that do heads. But I don't know. I'll have to. I should have to look more. I mean, if JC's in the chat, hopefully he's still in the chat. He might be able to point me in the right direction.
Yes.
But,
just get your wallet out and buy the Hornet heads, my friend.
Well, there is that.
You will not be disappointed. If you've never used them before, trust me, they are excellent.
Oh, I dare say they are. But I'm a while off yet to what I want to do. But I think people can guess what it is. Jeeps, British Army, berets.
Yeah, someone's doing an Arnhem set.
No. Wrong.
Jeeps,
wrong.
berets.
Yeah, British Army, berets, Jeeps.
One can only think of the airborne Jeeps at Arnhem.
No.
Okay, tell me what you're thinking.
What about our friends in the SAS?
What about them?
Oh my word!
Says the Royal Marine.
Yes. Panzer. SA. There we go. Look, Scott saying SAS. Well done. Thank you, Scott. Yes. When they, their first sorties into mainland Europe, i.e. Greece and Italy and all that.
There was a guy over recently on one of the other modelling websites, trying to remember the guy's name, who did the Italieri Commando Jeep, which is what you're thinking of. And he ended up using the the figures from the Bronco models radio Jeeps, because they come with Denison smocks, which is, of course, what the SAS would have worn, and with berets.
Yeah, I have thought of that.
And the beauty of that kit is, for 50 quid, you get 2 Jeeps. And
Yes.
I think it's 8 figures.
Yes.
So well worth forking out your money on.
I
It
bet
is,
their
if I
Jeeps don't
can- if I can find
one. Sorry.
Say that again, Joshy.
I was going to say, I bet their Jeeps don't come with their own theme tune, though, like Scott's does.
No, that was a
No.
Pink Panther. That was a Land Rover.
Yeah. I'm still getting used to these kids.
Yes. Anyway. Yes.
Not yet. We haven't done the gallery yet. Talking of the format of the show.
There was one. No, don't
Wait a
be
minute.
silly.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Scott says hello. David saying hi to Scott. Scott is Scott is saying the SAS.
Yeah.
And Junk Works is saying them's fighting works bootneck.
Yeah. There you go. Let you see. Let's start of the war. Yes. Don't know. Yeah. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. So yeah, I'm a long way off yet. Long way off. Yes, because I mean I want to try and get this done. But that's the question. That's the question I'm going to ask. On the
Of course you
back,
do.
the back stowage
Uh-huh.
racks.
Yes.
Yes. Now, we're not strong enough to hold 3 jerry cans, which, as you
Yes.
can see there, right? But would it be strong enough to hold a fuel drum?
I wouldn't
No.
put a fuel drum on that because those 3 jerry cans would actually contain water. They would not contain petroleum, or they would be
No.
empty jerry cans, because anything that
Yeah.
contains fuel on top of a vehicle is either going to be empty, or if the slightest bit of fire would explode and incinerate the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're at the SAS and you have jerry cans everywhere. Yes.
Yeah, but a lot of those jerry cans and on the Jeeps in the desert would have been fuel. But about 40% of them contained water.
No, yes, I dare say. Yeah. But anyway, that's not that. So
Yes.
really, I wouldn't. I don't think that would hold a drum. A drum would hold anyway. Would you? It'd be too heavy.
No. It's 55 gallons. That's what? How many liters is that?
Just under 200.
Yeah, that's 200 kilograms.
Yeah, that's too heavy. Too heavy.
You-
Right.
you
That's
need a-
good. That's fine.
You would need a winch to put that onto the vehicle.
Yes. Or 6 strapping lads. Yes. No, that's fine. That's fine. Not a problem. Right. So, yes, that's what we've got. We've got 4 of us in. Anyone else want to join us? Let's put the
Yes.
there we go. I'm now going to put the link in again for anybody who wants to come in and join us.
Come and join us. So that's the Salvation Army, yeah.
Like the rear doors on a Russian BMP 1 and 2. What genius. Using the back doors as fuel tanks. Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
That was a space-saving design, the brilliant space-saving design that only the Russians could come up with.
Mm. It's only the Russians.
Oh.
Is it because they wanted to blow the bloody doors off?
Yes, that's exactly.
Literally. Yes. Right. Now, I figured out what these things are on the side.
Yes, those technically those are moving pintle mounts. The 30 caliber machine guns that are on them. The skate rail could actually move. They could actually move up backwards and forwards on the skate rails.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking.
Wait a
About
minute.
the-
I'll put you full screen. You can point it out to me.
Oh, bugger. I'm talking about these corrugated.
Those are rifle racks.
I know. I figured that out. Yeah. Only trouble is, can't get the bloody rifles in.
Yes.
I'm going to have to chop and swap and chop and going ahead with the rifles. Because one side I can just like so.
Wait a minute. Want to put full screen again? Did it?
Like so.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hang on, let's get there you go. Yeah.
Yes.
But I can't the other side. Yeah. I've got to try and fit it. God, hang on. I don't know. It might be a bit of a squish because I can't have it. Yeah. Can I have? Oh, it might be. Oh, I don't know. Which way would it be? Trigger outwards towards the seat or trigger towards the hull? Trigger towards the seat, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Depends how you're
Yeah.
grabbing. It depends how you're grabbing them.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but I think I'd have to sort of do a bit of a. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, I'd do a bit of what's naming on them because I don't know if I actually told anybody, but I made all new sides. So apart from the racks here, I made all new sides.
What did you make them out of?
Just standard sheet styrene
Okay.
and some spares from the boxes, and all the rivets. Hang on, let's get that in focus. Hang on. Yeah. You can see them, that is.
Yes, we can see rivets. I need to,
Yeah.
I must find out where I've hidden my one, because I replaced all my rivets with punch and
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah. Have a guess how I done mine.
End of what looks like a what do you call the damn things? A drill bit.
No. Super glue.
Super glue.
Super glue.
Super glued.
Dots of super glue.
Now I hope you didn't super glue yourself to the bench. No, wait a minute, that's someone else.
No,
Hi,
that's not
Carl.
nice, yeah.
Hi, Carl, if you're watching.
Now, what I done was I actually marked out all the position of all of the dots, and then gently with a cocktail stick, dots sprayed activator.
Yes.
So yeah, turned out quite well actually, to be fair. So yeah, little cheat. So oh no, hang on, that means the production values have just gone up.
No.
I've just given out a hint and a tip when it's Panzer's job. Oh my word!
Not this week, isn't it?
No. But I mean, oh god, what have I gone and done? What have I gone and done?
I don't know. What have you gone and done?
Well, I've given out a tip.
All right.
You're gonna have to charge people to leave now, Phil.
I think I will. Yeah.
Would you like another tip, Phil?
While are you offering? Naughty boy.
Try the 330 chip.
Only if it's a dead sir. Right.
Chepstow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think there's any racing at Chepstow this week. And not only that, he didn't tell you what day either.
True.
Yeah, or the horse.
Yeah, you don't want me to give everything away, do you?
Oh no, of course not. No. Let's see. Scott saying the same group of geniuses that thought dropping the BMD vehicles out of the transport plane with the crew inside. That's who. Ooh, that sounds hard. Yes. He identified at Michelle Panzer. He identified as Michelle.
That's true, actually. He does, because his PC's down at the moment, so he's coming through Michelle's into.
He's not in the chat.
Number 7 June. Oh, no, sorry, 7th of June. Chepstow races. There you go. No. Well done. Right. So,
you coming in, Scott? As in Scott's models?
yeah, hit the link. That's
yes.
More the merrier. More the merrier. Right. Okay.
That would make his first appearance, I think.
It would.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, first appearance on this show.
Yes.
Absolutely. Right.
Wait a minute. That's one.
Wait a minute. Right. I think. No, I know. Come on, steady. I know it's unbelievable, but yes, I do sometimes.
Someone's light bulb's just blown in their house.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, right. This is the back door. The back door. Get it? Never mind. Anyway, that is a very poor representation for a handle. Hang on, let me just.
Depends. Is that a fork handle?
Fork handle? Handles for forks. God's sake, go away. Right. If we can get that in focus. Right. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Ah, there we go. Right. Now, as you can see, that is not actually a handle. That is just like a sliver.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
So, I'm thinking
Steady.
maybe, I've got some wire.
Mhm.
I have. I've got some wire. If I was to cut that off and make my own handle, possible?
It is possible. It is, yes, very possible.
Yes. Yes.
Pig's balls.
Right.
And even better is if you look on the inside, and if there's a corresponding handle on the inside, all you need to do is drill a hole. Put your piece of wire through, secure it with some of the finest super glue you can buy.
There are corresponding holes, yes.
Yes. That way you could kill two birds with one stone and have both sides done from the one piece of wire.
Yes. But how am I gonna?
I'll give you a little trick in a second. Wait a second, just to put this decal into place.
This is going to cost the production value a fortune with all these tips.
I know, terrible. So I'm now going to have to cut a longer piece now, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Dear, oh dear. Right. Let's put that over there. Right. Now, do you know what? For some reason, I cannot find my small steel rule. I had it. I used it. Took it away from the bench here. And do you think I can find it? No.
No. Of course you can't.
No. So I'm having to use my larger reel. So excuse me if it sounds.
It's not as annoying.
Good.
Right. Okay, dokie. I shall continue with chat. Wait a second. I shall take you off full screen.
Yeah.
David Markey says, "Don't fix bayonets." Jensen BMD.
Don't panic. Don't panic. They don't like it up.
Scott's all packed up for later.
Why? What's happening later?
I've no idea. It's the new build for Carol Stream later. And Scott says, "You don't want to be doing too much of that thinking thing, Phil."
No. I'll try not to.
Talk of the devil. Hello. It is I, Leclerc. I am watching LOL.
Leclerc.
That's from Carol Stroke Michelle.
Hello, Carl Michelle. Right. Now then. Right. I'm a pink toothbrush. You're a blue toothbrush.
So would that be either Mikhail or Cashel?
Mikhail or Cashel? Isn't Cashel the paper?
I'm just thinking if Carl can come. Yeah.
If he can come clean. Sorry. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, we know he's serious.
Right.
Now, I have got
a
very fine drill bit here. In fact, I've got several of them in the packet, but I need to try and get one out of the packet without everything flying everywhere. So
that's interesting because it shows you that, but that isn't in the kit. Yes. Right. Do I want the round vents or do I want the horizontal ones?
Scott is asking, is that one of his ancestors that you're painting, Joshy?
I wish. No, this is a 3D figure that Carl sent me, amongst one of many others. But yeah, I wish I had Viking ancestry.
Technically, there's probably a good chance we all do, considering how they came into the country. There's a
True.
very large chance that we all do have some of it.
But
Illegally and on small boats, by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, but back then they accepted it.
No, I'm going to have to.
Yeah, part of well, I'll say part of majority of the East Coast though was under Dane law, wasn't it? So they were all the Danish.
Yeah, I believe so.
And then part of the West Coast, Wessex, and every area like that. That was what was dubbed the Last Kingdom, wasn't it? Wessex, because it was the only place that wasn't conquered by them.
Yeah.
That's the one I want. Yeah. Let's take that off. There we go. Right. So put that in there. Right. Let's cut that flush, or reasonably flush, because the only trouble is that I've painted all this now, and I don't want to be messing it all up. Dum, dum, dum.
Did you not think of doing that before you painted it all up?
No, because I just took the, what shall we say, forgot. That wasn't too bad. Let me just get the bigger eyes of seeing on. Ooh.
Sorry, how did it go?
Doing. Doing.
And now on the news at 10.
Yeah. And you'll start at 10.
So we know we haven't done. We haven't asked.
What haven't we done?
We haven't asked our chat what they've had for dinner.
Oh, Belly and Bench.
Yes. So, folks in chat and on the panel, what is in your belly? In other words, what have you shoveled down your neck before you came and watched us? Idiots. And was it tasty? Oh, come on.
Well,
What about you?
tasty.
What about you, Joshy? What have you had for dinner, or what are you going to have for your dinner after the stream?
I had meatballs and rice tonight. It was quite nice. It was spicy Mexican rice, and some Swedish style meatballs.
Swedish balls.
Yeah, Swedish. So
Swedish balls.
it's one of those packet of rice. These meatballs are already, you can eat them hot or cold. So I just shoved them in the oven for 5 minutes. So it was a 5 minutes cooking, 5 minutes eating.
Yes.
Something quick and simple. But very filling. Very nice.
And your favourite beverage?
Currently at the moment, I've got a couple of drinks open at the moment. I've got a can of Monster Rio that I left open from last night, that I forgot to take out with me earlier on. But I brought, and I've just finished, a new can of Relentless, which is a guava flavour.
Guava flavour.
Guava. But I do have a bottle of water as well somewhere.
What about you, Adam? What is in your belly?
Just coffee, pretty much. I've not been eating very well the past couple of weeks, especially the past few days.
All right.
I've really been. I'm just not been great. The past few weeks have been hard, and especially the past few days have been extremely tough. So I've not really been eating very well lately, which is bad. Well, unfortunately, I've not been able to kind of get over it type thing.
One of those where you just lost your appetite, or
Yeah, just there's been so much stuff going on lately that it's just I'm not. I mean, I am eating, but it's just I'm not eating great or a lot. But it's just been one. It's just been one thing after another this past few weeks, and yeah, it's just not been a great few weeks.
if there's one thing I've been taught in life by myself is you need to look after yourself as well as others.
Yeah, I
You
get
need to
that.
eat.
I get
Gotta
that.
eat, man. You need to eat.
Well, I have eaten. Obviously, I've been eating well, so you know, I have eaten. It's just not drastic amounts.
Just picking and
I'll be all right. It's just going to take me a little bit to get my head around everything. I'll go in once all the dust has settled and I'm a bit more emotionally stable again. I'll go into details. But for now, if I start talking about it, I'll fucking start crying again.
well, what's on your bench, dude? What are you building?
Oh, my bench is absolutely bugger all, to be honest. I've not picked up anything in weeks. I think the last thing I finished was Death from Discord. I think that's the last time I finished anything. That was about a month ago.
What about you, Phil? What's on your belly? What's in your belly?
My belly this evening was a tin of mulligatawny soup.
Oh, very nice.
I know, and a few rounds of bread. So, and I've got, well, of course, and yeah, and I've got my usual beverage to the side.
Pepsi Max.
Absolutely. Other soft drinks are available. So yeah. So it was a quick and easy dinner or lunch, dinner, supper, whatever, lunch, whatever you like to call it. And yeah, so that will suffice me for this evening, hopefully. And I have got some chocolate digestives just off to the side, just in case. So there might be a slight rustle of
Knowledge later.
knowledge later.
Let me just check the chat for bellies and benches. David Markey, he had potatoes and sausages. He couldn't be bothered to add anything, and he's got a pot of tea as a drink.
Now, do you know what? Saying sausages and potatoes. Go on, Karen.
Scott has had mince and tatties with peas and white pudding. His bench is nothing, as his mojo is a wall this evening. David Markey on his bench, he has added 2 more strips of Sabre to HMS Victory. He has to let it dry. Scott is also saying, we are mostly Norwegian Viking DNA up north. I once heard the Norwegian Vikings called the problem child of the 3 Viking groups. They were going out for a pint and a fight. They were going out for a pint and a fight group. Lol. Anyone else in chat got bellies and benches? Tell us what's in your belly, what's on your bench.
It's the one funny thing I tell my niece and nephew all the time. It's like, so have you learned much about history yet in school and everything? When they go to places like my nephew went to the Roman fort at Chester. So I said, I bet you they'll teach you all about Julius Caesar and that he was the first guy to come to Europe, to England. And I said, it's wrong. There was some guy before that. And I said, it's also the same with, what's his face? The guy who was supposed to have discovered America. but it wasn't not Christopher Columbus. It was actually the Vikings.
Ooh. I'm getting a history lesson.
Okay, who's next thing?
Not me.
I had a thing earlier.
I had a thing.
I did. I had a thing. The thing is now gone. Where is the thing going?
The thing has disappeared.
It has
Where
indeed.
is the thing? Where is the thing? Right now.
The
Right.
thing is
So
missing.
so Mr. Panzer,
Hmm. Yes.
I have done what you've said. Hang on, let me just take my.
Uh-huh.
Can't you see what I'm bloody doing?
Wait a minute. I'll put you full screen. That's not you.
Right.
That's me.
Let me take.
There you go.
That's you.
Yes.
Right.
I've-
I've took the handle off.
yes.
Oh, come on. God almighty. And I've drilled.
The old.
Right, holes all the way through.
Uh-huh.
Yes? Right, now. Give me a clue here, son. How am I supposed to now make an handle on both sides with one piece of wire?
Right. What you do with your piece of wire, let me get a piece of something out. And of course, I tidied up the bench with that thing. So it's gone. Right. Yes. I need a notepad. Now, where's the bloody notepad gone? Oh, God, Bennett. Right. This always happens. Nope, that's a sheet of brass.
Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
Well, I didn't realise it was going to be. I was going to have to give you a tip. Right. Okay. I need a
Right.
pen. Give me
Grab a pen.
I need something to write on to begin with. Where's the notepad gone?
Oh,
This do.
well,
No, that will not do. You see, didn't realise I'd be giving out tips tonight. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find my thing.
but I don't really know.
Aha! I have found a thing. Well, it's not the thing I was looking for, but it will do at a pinch. Right. Imagine this is your door edge on.
Well, do you want to put yourself full screen so I can see what the bloody hell you're doing?
I will do, yes. Let me just still use full screen. Right. This is your door edge on. Okay, this is, imagine that's your door edge on, right? You
Yes.
need to put one piece of wire in one
Yes.
continuous piece. You feed
Yes.
it through.
Yes.
You then fold it down
Yes.
and feed it through again. So they both basically butt up against one another. I thought you were only going to drill one hole, not two holes.
Well, I can only do. I had to do 2 holes.
You didn't
Right,
actually
did
need to
two
do two
holes.
holes. You could have just done one hole, and then you could have just butt joined the pieces together onto the.
Oh no! You're just being silly.
Yeah, but anyway, this is what you need to do: is when you get a piece of plastic strip, the depth of the piece that you want, and then when you fold it over, it'll act as the piece, the separator that separates the door from the piece of wire. Of the right thickness.
Separator.
Yeah.
Is
yes.
that a technical term?
It is, yes. It's an engineering term, a separator. It separates.
Ooh.
It keeps things
Okay.
separate.
Is that why them Playtex things women wear? That's what they got, is it?
I would know
got
that's
something.
not my kind of engineering.
Oh, right, okay. I thought they had separators.
So do you see what I'm
I'm
getting at? You did you put it through
I
one hole?
I am seeing what you're getting at. Yes,
There you go.
I am seeing.
There we go. Right. Dana.
Da-da,
Dana.
da, da-da, da-da,
Wait a minute.
da-da, da-da,
Na 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 na.
da-da.
Right. Scott's saying the Danes and the Swedes would get into fights with each other. Then the Norwegians turned up. All of a sudden, the Danes and the Swedes would be friends again. LOL. David Mark is saying, "Can we see, please?"
Yes.
Scott is saying, "The Norwegians were rarely defeated in battle, never ever defeated in battle at sea."
Bloody good fighters.
It's a pity they're more modern relatives are not of the same ilk. I believe the Germans invaded. Where was the fighting spirit there?
The Germans.
The Germans.
The Germans.
The Germans in the fuckaloads.
The Germans. Bummed all cheap shops, you know, the Germans.
Do you know how Phil, from a bloke who's around from a black country, that was a great accent.
Oh, do you like that?
I thought that was great,
Oh, well, I do like it very much.
You sound like not the older a bit.
No, I feel for the holidays every day.
No, it wasn't Noddy Holder. He wasn't screaming.
I'll be back in a minute, dude.
Yep. See you in a bit, madam.
Not yet.
You off, Adam?
No, he'll be back in a bit.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said he's off. Sorry.
Make a cup of coffee. Make a cup of tea.
Oh, yes, please.
Cup of Rosie Lee.
Don't know what that red thing is either.
Well,
I'll
be careful about that. If you got a mystery red thing, I'd get to the doctors.
I've got another couple of mystery things that aren't on this sheet. But nevertheless, well, that took less time than I thought it was going to do. Now I've got to put all the decals that spare away.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no. Botany Bay. Oh, no. Oop, okay, I just forgot.
Yes, as Sarah Jane's and for deputy.
Hang on a minute. Don't say nothing, because if I get a fine, that means Sarah Jane knows what I'm talking to. Ooh. Hang on.
Sarah Jane, did you see how I did that? He dropped himself right in it there.
No, because if Sarah Jane knows what I'm talking about, then Sarah Jane knows what I'm talking about, rather than
unless you've incriminated yourself.
Unless taking away, yes.
Yes, you've incriminated yourself.
I don't think I have.
Admit it.
Not yet. There's plenty of time yet, believe you me.
Yes, the year is still young. Yes.
Oh, yes. No.
So that goes there. It's 9. See that one or that one? It'll be that one. The colourful one. Not that you'll see the colourful one, but
did we not see the colourful one?
No, but
why do we not?
By the time you put the doors on and put the armour coating, the armour coloured glass on the glass of the doors, you will see jack shit of this through the doors.
Oh, I'll say that.
But I know it's there.
Ah, I know, because I was there.
Yes. He was there. He's that old. He was there. Yes. Anyway, belly and bench for me tonight. I had a salad sandwich. My beverage is a very cold mug of coffee that I may have made at about 7 o'clock this evening. My baboon, I am between baboons. My balloon is SCC 50 colour. My favourite biscuit is Montego. And I'm currently reading an article on the Battle of Kursk 2024. in my modelling magazine.
Right.
Other magazines and other battles are available.
Other battles are available. Yes. Take your pick, folks.
Yes. Scott is saying, oh, wrong one. He's saying you can also that the Norwegian Vikings for flying red-nosed reindeer, lol, flying berserkers tripping on magic mushrooms. Scott is stunned by realizing I have eaten a salad. Yes, it is warm weather, and despite what you're seeing in the press, the Co-op is still struggling with supplies. But I was assured today that the bigger supply runs will be done coming in tonight as they start to get back to normal the stock levels.
Yeah. What can I say? But cyber attack.
Mm-hmm. And if you're from the West Country, cider attack.
Oh yeah.
That's in Bristol.
War.
That does make me laugh. What Scott put, it is true. The Viking berserkers, they used to eat the mushroom. You know that one, the flyer Garrick.
Yes.
It's for those who don't know what the flyer Garrick is. It's the typical toadstool, red and white, the one the little fairies used to sit on, and the imps. They used to take slices of that, ingest that until they hallucinated their nuts off. And they went into battle thinking they were wild animals. How cool is that?
And if you try it these days, you're liable to be arrested and prosecuted for it.
You'll be dancing around B&M half naked.
Scott is saying to me, is it a last resort having to eat salad? Well, no, actually, I actually quite like salad in small doses. I've just got to eat salads until October. After October, I'll be sticking it in the good stuff, like the chocolate biscuits,
the chocky biggies,
the jam donuts with jam, not the ones that he's got. Yeah.
No, the holy donuts.
What you mean? You mean the ones I had?
Oh, you've eaten them now.
Oh yeah, of course I have. No, this was Saturday, young man.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's nicked my metal thing? Could it be that metal thing? Yeah. Well, I'm going to use this metal thing.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you use that metal thing? I
am going to use that metal thing, and by the looks of things, this was the one that I used earlier. Doesn't the state this is in. I've got 10 of these, and can I find any of them?
No.
No.
Right. Now.
He's going to ask another question, isn't he?
No. I'm not going to ask another question. What I am going to do...
Get around then?
No.
Wishful thinking here.
Too slow, Chicken Marengo.
Sorry, both people...
Too slow, Chicken Marengo. Now, I'm going to put a dollop of CA on there, like so. Give that a quick, like so. And he misses it. Well, I got the Optivisor on, and I'm trying to look over the top of the Optimizer to see the aim, and I'm just totally
you get perception's a little off there, Phil.
Yeah. I sprayed my hand rather than the
He completely misses the story of Phil's life.
Overshot again.
Yeah. No Panzer. No, don't go there. No.
Don't go there.
It's 20 past 9. Might be all right.
Phil's OnlyFans Bukkake site. Yes, we'll see what he misses.
No. Well, actually, I was thinking something more of in the line of land like a poor marksman. You keep missing the target.
As I said, Phil's up OnlyFans Bukkake site. Yeah.
Oh, come on! You can't. You must remember where that line comes from.
You can advertise it with coming to
I'm
you soon.
Welcome back.
You
Adam.
what? Sorry, Adam.
I'm just back now. Thank you. Sorry.
Hello, I'm back. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back, Adam. You say Phil having to explain why his Bukkake aim is off.
No, I am not saying that at all. You
It's his
saying
age.
that, not me.
Yeah.
Well, there is that, yeah, but that's not the point. Like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target. Sarah Jane's in.
Evidently,
saying,
you do
Jane.
too.
Hello, Sarah Jane.
Hey, Sarah Jane.
Dean, hang on. Right, I'm fine.
I'll
Team
bring it
bot,
out.
hang on, I've got it. Oh, yeah.
I had it, then you took it away. I'll put it back up again.
You put it back. Go on, you do the chat. Go on.
Yes. Dean has found 2 bottles of Malibu. Deputy Panzer found 2 bottles of Malibu, a cake and a kit of my choice. Scott has found a bottle of Malibu as well for the S1. Says hello all.
Hello.
JC saying hi to Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane
Hey,
saying
Sarah
hi to
Jane.
to JC, and David Markey says hello to Sarah Jane. Hi Sarah Jane. I did give you hugs earlier. And I tried as much as possible to get him to incriminate himself.
Yeah, right. Right, now I've done the best I can. I don't know whether I should have done that or not, but there you go.
Wait a second, I'll put you full screen. Wait.
Put me full screen.
There you go. Did you win?
Come on.
Further away.
Terrible trying to focus into me.
There we go. Yeah, you go. You're perfect there.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not so good on the other side though.
That doesn't matter. Remember, it's on the inside. You won't see the inside as much.
No, but there we go.
And no doubt you'll stick a crewman in front of that.
I probably would. All I've got to do now is just put a bit of touch of paint up in there. Yeah. And then paint that handle. Paint the handle. Sandy Harry. Stick it in the oven. Right. Where's my... No, oh, God. What have I done with... No, I haven't. Oh, I can't see with this damn thing on. Hang on. That's better. Right. Oh, that's not a drill bit. That's a piece of wire. You muppet. Right. So put that in there. Right. Drill bit. You can go in there. Back where you belong. There we go. And the drill. Right. And those ones right there. Go over there. Lovely. Right. So, yes. Thank you, David. Yes. Well, yeah. A bit of a Heath Robinson. I should have done it before I even painted the damn thing. But there you go. That is one of them things. I didn't really notice because that was still on the sprue when I painted, sprayed it. So, but there you go. Tis what it is.
Prior planning and preparation, Phil, you should be looking at the sprues, looking at the instructions, looking at what there is on the sprues, and thinking about what you're going to do with it, how you're going to adapt it while it's still on the sprue.
Yeah. And what's your point?
Save you having to repaint something twice.
Oh, look, I don't care. At the end of the day,
you're having fun, aren't you?
Of course I am. Right. Hang on.
We'll soon cue you.
It's not carcage. It's not olive green. I want. It's olive drab. You muppet. There we go.
He's a muppet. Right. What we'll do is.
He's a muppet.
Yes, there is a story about the Muppets, There is a well-known movie that is banned to be mentioned in here that had the second one where the helmet comes down and covers the face, and our friend's little brother loudly proclaimed in the cinema, "It's a Muppet!"
It's a Muppet.
I liked it in the first one where they run into the door and they still kept it on camera.
Oh yes.
Right, I shall catch up with the chat. Sarah Jane is saying hello, David. She's saying hi, lovely Joshy hugs and Panzer hugs.
Hey, Sarah Jane.
Hey, Sarah Jane.
Scott is saying you'll have to wait till I get paid, Sarah Jane. LOL. David Mark is saying nice work, Phil. Michelle was saying, sorry, Carol was saying, evening, Sarah Jane. Carol says he's on his best behaviour tonight. Sat saying nothing. He was fine enough yesterday.
Ooh. You tell me.
Sarah Jane is saying, no problem, Scott. By the way, according to DNA, I have Norwegian heritage, some Scottish, but I won't mention that. I think I'm going to have to find Sarah Jane for disregarding her Scottish heritage. Sarah Jane, says, hi, Michelle. Glad Carl is becoming house trained. And Scott saying, I have a genius idea to help you. You'll be able to eat biscuits sooner, Panzer. I'm not going to ask what the genius idea is.
I wouldn't.
I'm assuming it's going to involve an axe.
It probably would.
All right. Well, you need to think about doing the gallery shortly, Phil, when you finish doing your painting.
Oh, yes. What's the time? Oh, yes. Look at the time.
9:25.
It is. 25 minutes past at the second hour. Right. I just need to put a dollop there. There we go. Right. Slightly on the wonk, but I hope. Never mind. Right. Stick that.
Is it on the wonk there, son, is it?
It's on the wonk, son. It's on the wonk. Right. So let's wash my brush.
I'll use some of the black from earlier. Hopefully it's still viable.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Comment by Michelle.
Okay. Let me just finish doing my bit of painting. I can only focus on one thing at a time. What was I going to say? That yes. Not a word you want to hear when towing nuclear weapons.
No, that is very true.
Joshy recently watched a wonderful movie, it
was really good.
What was that?
It's the 1984 film Threads.
Ooh.
It's a very big eye opener.
And that was in the 1980s.
Just think things have progressed slightly forward since then, rapidly, might I add.
Well, yes, you'd hope so. Yeah. Talk about things like that. Who's been watching Moblands on Paramount Plus?
No, not me. Which one's that one?
No.
This is a Guy Ritchie one with Pierce Brosnan, Tom Hardy, Helen Mirren.
Oh yeah, I've seen it advertised.
Yeah. Very good, very good. If you've got the subscription, I suggest you watch it. Very good indeed. Right. Okay. Right. So, gallery time, folks.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not finished painting yet. Give me a minute.
Oh, all right. I'll have a slurp.
Yes, you have a slip.
Hmm.
No, this paint's not. It's not viable. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me just clean my brush and then we can do the gallery. I need to get the clanger out. You see.
Get the clanger right.
You can ring my bell.
There'll be a bit of that going on.
Ring my bell. My
Ding,
bell.
ding.
Ring, ding. Right. Oh crap.
I can, but not to order.
No. I'm gonna have a chucky bicky whilst I'm waiting.
Well,
Ooh.
I'm just about there. I'll clean my brush. I'll clean my brush. Let me do that bit there. That there, like so. Put that there. Put the lid on that. Put you there. Put the scarlet paint back up on the shelf.
It's a very interesting noise for a cat to make. I never knew it could go that high pitched.
Yeah, well, it was leaning under the camera, under the lamp, to get beyond and behind the screen to put the paint back on the rack. Right, I have the bell. The
bell of the ringings.
yes, the clanger.
I'll
Right.
just use the water jar.
Right. Okay. In that case, then, let's do the gallery, folks.
Good little jingle, that.
Isn't it just? Back from my childhood, that is. Right. So, shall we do it all together, folks? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Adam's thinking, what the what's going on? Okay, right.
You really should get that patterned and released so Scott can have it as his backing track for when he walks in the model room and puts it on the table.
Yeah.
I did suggest that when he was at the competition, when there was a person with the same model at him. I think his come with a
And then like a wrestler comes out or an MMA fighter comes out, it's got the background.
Right. Scott has finished.
He's actually saying, "Thank God the pinky's finished."
He's cowering in the background. Yes, the Pink Panther is finally finished, and it's on its proper home base. There we go.
The song will stay on in our hearts forever.
Absolutely. Every time we see this picture, it's always going to start off with a. Yes. Oh, dear.
The Christmas highlights reel.
I'm gonna have to try and figure out which one of the yeah, we've been doing it for so long now. Right.
Everyone, I think, Phil. Everyone.
Okay. So as I thought, go back through the gallery and you'll find it from when he first put the entries in. That way, from when the stream will.
I wonder if there's that many entries for that song. You could actually clip from every one from start to finish, doing a 5-second clip from each scene of the clip that it goes through.
Oh, God, you could actually make the whole tune, couldn't you?
You could make the whole song up from each individual show if you do those two.
Oh, God. Anyway,
Poor Scott, that text back in his eye, I can tell it. I can feel a disturbance on the phone.
Trying to control inner rage.
Scott, you had the perfect opportunity to get your own back by coming on, and because of what Bands has been doing, there is a very famous Welsh song that, well, not Welsh, but a song sung by a Welshman that you could have done in return. But
I did, yes. I did suggest that to him.
yeah. But since you're not on the screen, you can't do it. So, dear, oh dear, Scott, what an opportunity.
The one thing that Scott could do next time he stands and has a pose with that photo is he could stick a rubber arrow to the front of his forehead, if anybody gets the reference.
No, I haven't.
It's that bit where he's talking to his psychiatric and he fires the arrow and it shoots him in the middle of the forehead.
Oh, Christ, yes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And he blows his nose off with this, what he thought was a scar like that. Yes. Scott's Pink Panther is finished. Thank God, he says. Yes, it's on its final resting place. And it's joking apart, though, it is very, very good, Scott. Yeah, very good. I mean, look at that. Look. He's even got a guy like changing his shirt. Look. God dear. Terrible. But no, well done, Scott. That does look absolutely good. That should have. If I tell you what, mate, if you could have been able to took that bass and had it shown us that would have won. That would have won hands down. I mean, it should have won anyway, but that should have won. Yeah,
it would have shown the other Panther a clean pair of heels.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's lovely. That's gorgeous. That is. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, that's really nice. That is.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you can't fault that.
Not in the slightest. Apart from the music.
I think the music sells it.
Yeah.
We
do try our best.
Sing the theme tune.
I'm the theme tune. Screw up the theme tune. Yes. But no, that is absolutely gorgeous. Well done on that one, Scott. You're getting a ding on that one. Well done. And this is the tractor unit.
Yes.
Correct.
The M938 Hemet.
That one.
Nice photo etch.
Yes, you do. And if Marcus is watching this and back up and follow up or replay, he'll be twitching.
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with myself that I spotted that. So I thought that would have been.
Oh, hello. My doors just fell off. Right, okay. He was only meant to blow the bloody doors off. Right. Right. Oh, look at that! Look.
That's cool.
That's coming on well. That is.
The funny thing is, Valkyrie Miniatures do a beautiful set of drivers for that kit. But can you get?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Yeah, I was just saying they're hard to find in the UK at the moment. In fact, they're hard to find in Europe at the moment as well.
Look at that. That's a beast and a half, isn't it? Oh, there's more photo edge. Lovely.
Yeah. It puts the Italieri kits to shame, and the Italieri had them out, 30 odd years ago?
Well done.
We've got a dinger for that one.
Absolutely. Now, I have not endorsed this. This is not my doing. Before anything is said, before any fines are being issued. This was put in by Leonard on his own accord.
He's in trouble.
He was not coerced, bribed, or by any means influenced whatsoever. So this is from a series that you're walking in space, a long walk in space.
Yes. What's that? What's that type of cruiser called?
What, Vorcha?
Yes. That I think is the language for I've just thrown up.
Yeah,
Vorcha.
I think it's something like that, isn't it?
Vorcha. Yes. Anyway,
that was very good. Very good.
It is. Yes. Now, apparently, he's used that. He's used that as AS1. Yes.
Oh, there
Japanese,
it is.
Yeah, Japanese Navy green
In a can.
In a can. There we go. So now that's his base color.
Going off the box art, it's a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's
I think it has to be. Hang on, let me just go back. Ding ding. Does it say? Yeah, 1400. Yeah, it's inside. It's in the same scale as the D. So that's it. The D.
The F-15 Eagle D.
Yeah, that's the one. F-14. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So yes, very good.
I tried, Sarah Jane. I tried.
Well, hopefully Sarah Jane doesn't know what you're talking about anyway.
No, she's hovering over the button as she says there.
But yes, so yeah, that's the first coat. Then obviously he's going to be picking out highlights and what have you. So that'll sort of tone down the overall effect. But yes, well done. Mm-hmm. Yes, do you like that? Well done. Well done. Well done. Right, now look at this. See that?
See that? James, nice car.
That I have got in the standard Tamiya.
That's been modified a bit as well.
Yeah. That is a. Just trying to think. Yeah, because it's got the extra rally lights. But Sarah Jane, are those extra lights in that kit, or have you borrowed those from the Tamiya kit?
And it looks like different alloys as well from the box art.
Well, I know the Tamiya ones came with two sets of wheels, so maybe Sarah Jane will elaborate on that. But yes, looks very good. Look at that.
There's no, and a different roof scoop as well.
Oh, so you got the two as opposed to the one. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, two little ones. Yeah. Very good.
That's a beautiful car, that is.
Isn't it? Yeah. Very good. Well done, Sarah Jane.
Lovely, Sarah Jane.
Now, muscle car from JC, but it doesn't stop there. Oh no.
Sarah Jane says it's the Tamiya kit released with those decals by Domino Models.
Ah, right. So that is the Tamiya kit then. Excellent. Right. Okie dokie. Right. So a special edition release. Gotcha. Right. So JC, 69 Mustang. Yeah. That just screams bullet, doesn't it?
You wait till what's coming next.
I know what's coming next. Sacrilege. Dum dum dum. Look at that. All of that 3D printed. All that lovely gorgeousness. Yes. Wheels, tires, roll cage. You know what's going to happen.
It's just a pity that PJ wasn't in.
Yeah, his heart would have sunk into his boots.
He's probably
Yes.
watching doing the eye twitch now.
Mm.
Dude,
See, now that, to be fair, yeah, to be fair, the real archers are not that bad. It's the other bits I'm more worried about.
It looks as though they belong on that car.
Yes, they do. It's the rest. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. No. Mm. Mm. Mm.
But I have a feeling this is a Mad Max job.
It's something Max, yes. But
yes, when it's all done.
Yeah. No, to be fair though, they do come up good. But yeah, it's Oh, well done. That was cut short. There we go. Well done. Well done, JC. Yeah. It's spot the mug time.
More mug shots in nature.
The mug is a fourth from the left.
He's a funny guy. Oh, look, there he is. Look, hey, it's the mug.
All of those trees that are in the background, plus that one there, is all the damage up the Wrekin that's behind me when the wind took them down recently.
Oh, right, okay.
It was JC that dropped that wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. And you just make it out. It's hiding in its natural habitat. Yes. There we go. Lovely. Yeah.
The well-travelled mug, that one.
It is, yeah, the mug that gets to go in places where other mugs don't go. Well done, Jason. Joshy, well done.
Yes.
Carl.
Same letter.
Carl. Nice. Pink,
This
white,
is
Neapolitan.
This
Neapolitan.
is the Airfix starter kit in 1/72nd scale.
In Neapolitan.
And he painted this. And he painted this using the AK Interactive Colour pens.
Oh, I say. Joking apart, that does look really good. Yes. Very good. Yeah. Now, if you hadn't have said that it was 1/72nd, I wouldn't have known. Especially that picture.
Yes.
I wouldn't have known.
Okay. Then forget I said 1/72nd. Forget I said.
How can I say it when you? How can you say forget I said 1/72nd when you just said 1/72nd?
Imagine you're a goldfish. You have a memory span of 5 seconds.
He said it was the 72nd one that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, well done. Yeah, 1 of 72. Gotcha.
Yeah, 1 of 72 that he's done.
Nice, nicely saved there. Oh no, it's this.
That's the 1 litre. That's the 1 litre bottle. That is. That's their 1 litre bottle.
Bottle of paint.
So not 75 CL then. Yeah.
No, that's the clarity. That is CL is clarity. God, I'm having to think quick. I need to have a sit down for 5 minutes.
Look at that. That's been bent. Yes. Yeah. World's tallest bottle of paint ever.
When you're doing something small, something that everybody recognises the scale of, it gives you the impression of the size of the actual thing.
Gives you an impersonation of the real thing, doesn't it?
Impression of the size.
Impression of the size. Yes, that's something that Dan would like. That is.
Yes, I was trying to drink some cold coffee at that point.
Yeah, Dan would like an impression of size.
Mm-hmm. What you and Dan do in your free time is of no concern to us or the viewers.
Now, have I suddenly stopped? I have, haven't I?
Yes.
Why have I stopped?
Because you zoomed in.
No.
Is that the last one?
Well, normally it goes back to the glider. But it's not. Yeah. Okay.
You may have to close it and reopen it again.
Let's have a look and see.
Jesus Christ, Facebook
Ow.
is crap, isn't it?
Oh, there we go. No, that was the last one, to be
That
fair.
was the
But
last
that's
one.
weird because it normally goes back to the beginning. That was, yeah. But there we go.
Click on
Well done.
refresh, see if anybody else has added anything to gallery.
Yes, excellent. Thank you, everybody. I should.
We'll give Carl a ding. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that now. We'll give it a refresh and a
Just in case
ding for
somebody's
Carl.
added anything else.
Well done. Lazy Sunday afternoon. Got no time. No, we're all right.
Nope, that's
No,
it.
we're fine.
There you go. Yes.
No,
Well done,
that's it.
everyone.
We're all good. Yeah. And look, folks. We're on 206 members in the Prime Modelling
Nice.
group.
Hey.
Whee!
So
Nice.
if you wanted to get
Yay,
more
lovely.
photos, Phil,
Thanks you,
photos.
everyone, as members.
We've been joined in
Yeah,
chat by Hunted Railways. Wait a second, let me bring him up.
Hey, Jay.
He's saying, it's Jake saying, hi, hey guys, hello Jake, welcome to the stream.
In Jake. Right. I'll tell you what, because obviously PJ's doing the Telford Pickies. Shall we do the Scottish Nationals? Or is that what we were doing? Were we doing the Scottish Nationals? Yes, we were, weren't we?
Isn't it PJ doing the Scottish Nationals and I'm doing the Telford?
Telford. Yes. Did we not do the Scottish National Pickies?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
Well, yes, we've went through the Scottish Nationals.
We have, haven't we? Yes, we have. Yes, because there's the. Yes, we have. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because the last one's Captain Scarlet's Angels. That's it. Yes. Right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll stop. We'll stop that from there. Right, so that's well done, everybody. Thank you very much for putting in. Who have done so. Love the work. Excellent. Well done. Excellent. Superb. Thank you very much, people. Yes. So let's carry on doing some building. How are we getting on, Joshy?
How are we getting on? All good, thank you. I've actually done something tonight.
Yeah, right. Well, hang on. Let's show everybody. There we go. Doing.
It's little things, but it's all mounting up. I've painted the brown around the horns. I need to add little dots of silver onto the needle pin work or wherever they are. I painted that with a base coat of, what did I put on that? That one, the ochre khaki. And I'm going to paint it gold afterwards. So because if you paint a sandy colour down first, then gold over it, it brings out the gold. What else have I done? I've gone around his shield again in areas that I've missed, and then I've also done more like line work on that to make it look like it's worn down a lot more. There's still loads of things I need to do on it. Yeah, I need to re-dry brush his feet again because I keep on holding it there by mistake when I'm painting it, but oh well. But yeah, he's coming along slowly. Taking my time on this.
Looking good. Lovely.
Thank you.
Well, very, very lovely, my lovely. Yes.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. Yes. Right. Now.
Are you doing the Welsh accent to make Carol feel at home?
Well, I thought they might do, you know.
Well,
It seems
boyo.
that, well, because you know, obviously we were talking about that song we were going on about earlier, that which one that Scott could perform if he wanted to, but obviously he's not in the room.
Mm-hmm. Is this a good thing or a bad thing, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we don't know what type of singing voice that Scott has, you know. Boyo.
Yes. Yeah, well, it can't be any bad than ours.
that is very true.
Yeah. Well,
yes, indeed.
Then again, yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yes, there is a song there. There is a song there somewhere. My way. But anyway, yes. Do you sell poppadoms with that? Yes. I have no idea what you're talking about, man. I have no idea at all.
Jake has asked, are you allowed to post anything in the modelling Facebook group?
Yes, it's, you know, anything at all, you know, so long as it's modelling, you know, or, you know, sort of crafty related. Yes, of course you can.
Yes.
Yeah, anything, you know, so long as it's, you know, nothing too wooed, you know, or
controversial. Seems to go down well.
Yes.
Yeah, but yes, you can do,
images of Samantha Fox in her youth are not acceptable.
Then again, though, infinitely better than Jordan in her youth. Although she wasn't too bad then. It was when she.
No, she looks like a builder's elbow now.
Yeah, well, that is very true. Yes. Mm. But anyway, yeah, no. As long as anything sort of arty crafty related, as long as it's, you know, let's say anything build, you can put Lego in there. You can put D&D. Model kits. We've even had a few bits of model railway in there. So yeah, building a little layout. Just so I thought I'd ask. Yeah, but no, put it in by all means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Scott is saying, you know that noise a cat makes when you accidentally stand on its tail. Yeah, that's me. That's my singing voice. Oh, yeah. Right. Anyway,
I don't believe that for 1 second.
No. But there we go. Yes. So yeah, no problem. Yes, by all means, post away, and we'll share those photos next week if they're on there.
Mm-hmm. But you have to be a member of the Facebook group.
You do. Yes. So by all means, join. You get instant approval. So by all means, jump in.
Why am I full screen? Let me remove.
I don't know. Why are you full screen? Yes, that's because I was going to ask you what you were doing, how far you got, but then we got talking about yeah.
Yes. Well, okay. Let me go back full screen again. Ting, ting, ting. I was painting the little handles on the side of this little thing. I've now painted those. Yes, it's again. There we go.
4 handles.
Side of that. Again, you won't see much of the detail on it because of the size of it. It's literally 5 millimeters by 4 millimeters by 5 millimeters. But I have, however, fully decaled up the dashboard of the.
Indeed.
So that's now been done. I've now got to wait for them to dry and harden, then peel them off and stick them back on with super glue.
Oh, right. Is that how you do it? Is it? Right.
It is indeed, yes.
Scott is saying, I can't carry a tune in a bucket, Josh. There we go.
We need a video of you singing.
Yeah.
Is the world ready for that?
In fact, actually, he could do a video of him presenting the Pink Panther with his own background tune.
Oh God, no! You really would send him over the edge.
What he would do would he would clip us singing and double over.
Oh dear, I don't know.
He ain't going to get copyrighted, is he? You're quite out of tune with it, isn't we?
Yeah. What I'm going to say to this is, Scott, when's the Orkney Model Show next on?
Well, I'll pay you a visit in the background. What are they called when they have them turn up at works and offices and stuff like that?
Oh God, yeah, I know what you mean.
Flash mobs.
Yeah, they all turn up and go, "Hey Phil, how you doing? Thank you, having a day," and stuff like that.
Yeah, when they have all the just have one guy playing an instrument, and then all the orchestra come in.
Yeah, one bloke does.
We'll have Panzer walk in there first, going, and then Joshy going boom 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 boom, and then I'll come in and go bam 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 bam. And Scott would be the other side of the country before you could know it.
I have a feeling that model will see the Orkney show ever.
I think if there was any slightest chance of that happening, I think Scott would put a hammer to it before anything. And to which Scott has said that the Orkney show is cancelled till further notice.
Oh, I was looking forward to that as well.
There you go. Oh dear, bless. He's got. Oh, seriously though, you could just imagine that, couldn't you? Especially just at the time of judging, everyone's gone quiet, and they're just looking at it, and all of a sudden you hear it. Do you know, I'll tell you what, poor Henry Mancini would be turning in his grave right now.
Walking around going, "Panzer, you fool."
Yeah, you Panzer, you little fool. What are you doing? You're coming here and singing that song to me.
It was one of those things that just popped into my head when we brought up the Pink Panther and the Orkney Model Show. I thought, the Orkney Model Show, when's that happening again?
Followed by, hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, followed by the sound of an axe swinging through the air. Da-dum, da-dum, whoosh, dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
We could even implement axes as well. So,
oh dear.
which is the one where he goes to Japan and he goes to the shipyard, and the boatyard's called Leaky Shipyard.
Oh yeah. That's the Revenge of the Pink Panther.
That's the one.
That's the one, and they go. I like that because I like that song.
One where he asks Kato to go in disguise as a Chinaman, even though he's a Chinaman.
Yeah. And they're all in the lift and farts.
Yeah. Puts the cotton balls in his mouth and chokes on him.
Yeah. Oh dear.
He taps him on the back, didn't he? He swallows it.
Oh dear. Poor old Scott.
They don't make him like they used to.
They don't. I don't think they do. Yeah.
Scott will now in future look at a model, see if there's any music data associated with it,
And yeah.
and then choose not to purchase that one in future.
Do you know, I really would like to do the Citroen 2 CV, but ask JC to do me a 3D print of the Silver Hornet.
What's that? So you can have it all in pieces on the floor.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to build it, would I? I'd just except the Silver Hornet.
Get release the silver hornet. That's for you. It's a bam. It's a bam. It's a bam.
It's a bit.
It's a bam. I have stopped your bell from ringing. Yes.
It's that one where he escapes from that lunatic asylum, and he happens to take the cross-dresser's clothes, and he gets picked up, didn't he? I really need to rewatch it.
To the other one. He's waving in the background. Go, hello. Yeah, was that the Return of the Pink Panther? I can't remember. Oh, such classics.
But it's still my favourite one is when he goes to the castle and he pulls out the wrong tooth.
he's in quite rage, planning his revenge. You mean quiet?
Quiet range, yeah, quiet range. Yeah, I think that's meant to be quiet range.
Yeah.
He's so angry he can't spell. Yeah,
Rage mistake.
yeah. Is that the one where his nose all melts?
Yeah, that's the one.
Sliding all over the floor.
You've pulled the wrong tooth.
Yes. Oh dear.
There's a good strong wind tonight.
that must be that salad sandwich. Friends are
Yeah. Either that or JC's and some curry. Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh, I need a drink.
Scott needs a drink and some Valium, I think.
Oh dear. Bless you. It's all in good fun. Oh dear. Never mind.
It's all done in the best possible taste.
Oh, I can't do that. If I'd done that, I'd smack my legs on the desk. Yeah. It's all done in the best possible taste. Yeah. Oh god. Right. I can't do anything now. I've had it now.
I put my thing away again.
Pardon?
I put the thing away again. He's bring it back.
Oh, you put the thing away. Right.
Yes.
Scott is saying, can you hear the sound to the longboat being dragged to the shore? Yeah. Yeah. Hang on, I could do that. That's just like the story that Fraser tried to that was going to tell everyone in Dad's army. He goes, "Have I ever told you the story of the old empty barn?" And we go, "No." "Would you like me to tell you the story of the old empty barn?" "Yeah, all right then. Tell us the story about the old empty barn." "Well, there was nothing in it." Sorry, I just had to do that.
You stupid boy.
You stupid boy. Don't tell me name, Pike. Yeah. Yes. It's because this what Scott put. I was going to do it in the voice of Fraser. Can you hear the sound of the longboat being dragged to the shore? Yes. Yes. Sorry for those with the Scottish accent. I'm sorry. No, I'm not really. Bugger. Yes. Ah, dear. I need to put my glasses back on again to see. Ah, dear. Never mind. Ah, madness, I tell you. Sheer madness.
Jake has apparently posted those pictures in the gallery.
Oh, right. Okay. Is that a hint for me to have a look? Is it?
Well, he's got you stop talking about Pink Panther movies.
I'm sorry, guys. I've got to head off. I've got an early start in the morning. But
All right, mate.
I'll
Take
be feeling more myself next week. But thanks for tonight, guys. I'll catch you later on.
No worries.
Take care, Adam.
Take care.
Later, dude.
See you in a bit, dude.
Right.
Oh, wait a
Okay.
minute.
I'll tell you what. Just because. Do. Right. Let's see. Do.
You can't start off.
Right.
I'm gonna have to
Okay. Right. So,
I'm gonna have to get the clanging out of it. It is not cleaning.
beg your pardon.
I'm gonna have to get the clanging
Oh,
out.
I'm gonna have to get my clanger out. Right. Okay. So let's have a look. So, really? Okay. They're not there. Nope, not in the albums. Let's try that again. Let's do a refresh.
Yes.
Aha! We have two pickies. Boom. Okay, right. So what we have here is obviously the start of the layout. Got two lines there, two tracks. Lovely. How long is that, Jake? How long is that going to be? And there we go.
It takes.
Boom. Right. Now he's not going all the way, so I assume he's going to have the buffers at the end there. So, okay, very good.
Ooh, I like his oogie boogie. Oogly boogie.
Boogie. Hold the phone. Okay, Bug. Yeah. Well done. That was
Biddy. Yes.
Biddy. Hold the phone.
I think they might be slick.
Yes. Right. Well done. Yes. No. So yeah, it'd be interesting to find out if stop sharing.
As it progresses.
As it progresses. Yes. What size? Indeed.
And what gauge?
I'm saying 00. No, sorry, 00 gauge, not sorry.
Yes, with jokes like that, you need to apologise more often. There you go. We can do that if someone does the Michael Wittmann Tiger. Because it was 007.
Oh, his number.
We need someone to do a Bond vehicle.
Yeah. Well, ages ago, I thought about doing the Esprit.
Very nice.
Wait a second. He said he'll be adding the rest of the track tomorrow as he don't have the cutting tools to cut the train, but the track will be going to the end of the board and it's in 00 gauge.
Oh, right. Okay. So I was right about the gauge, but it's going to... Right. Okay. Lovely. Excellent. So, yeah. So how long is the actual layout going to be then in total? So I'm assuming from back in the day when I sold Hornby that those tracks there are 1 meter length, so probably 1.25, 1.5 meters long, maybe. It'll be interesting to find out.
Is it an end-to-end layout, or is it going to be part of a continuous loop layout, or is that just one section of your layout?
Who knows? But I don't think he actually called it a layout. I think he called it a diorama, didn't he?
Could be.
Because I don't know. Because unless you've got the powers sort of wired so that you can actually just go backwards and forwards with the train, I don't think it's actually an actual layout, is it, as such?
Well, If it has functioning locomotives, it is a layout.
Indeed, but if they are just static, then it's a diorama. That's all board, and we'll probably make a fiddle yard.
A fiddle yard.
Fiddle me this, fiddle me that. Who's afraid of the big bad bat? Hey, what?
Right. The seats. Oh, down here was something I forgot to do.
Oh, no. What you forgot? What you forgot?
Oh, rat's pants.
Rat's
I
pants.
didn't know where rats wore pants, but hey, you learn something new every day.
Well, I couldn't swear. I've just shoved my finger in my paint tub.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, yes.
What
Trippy,
is that?
trippy finger then.
It's not my finger I wanted to paint.
Excuse me, but does your dog bite? No, my dog does not bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said your dog doesn't bite.
That is not my dog.
My dog. That is not my dog. Yes.
It's when he goes to that house because it's the same. It's the same film where the grandfather's kidnapped into to build the laser, and he goes to the country manor at the start, didn't he, to investigate and interrogate the family. And he walks in that room, and he just carries on walking, puts his lighter on, and he realises he's on a treadmill.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sounds like he's
parallel bars.
Yeah.
Goes down the bloody stairs. Bars, the parallel bars. When I was yes, this takes me back to the time when I was a cadet, you know. Yes, yes, you never forget how to use the parallel bars. Yes, yes. The smooth lines, the lines that you go, yeah.
When he shoves his hand in that night, well, when he chops that knife when he thinks it's attacked him, and he puts his hand in the glove, he can't get it back out, and he whacks the beekeeper around the face with it.
Oh, God. How the hell they managed to get films done like that, I don't know, because they must have just been pissing themselves laughing all the time.
Yeah, well, no, that's it. In some films, they do actually have to turn around because they're laughing. I think there's one scene where they're in an elevator and they do something, and he has to turn around because he's seen himself that much. He has to.
It's a fart.
Yeah, that is the Revenge of the Pink Panther. Yeah,
It's that one.
where he stresses a gangster.
That's the one.
There are on YouTube various outtakes from the Pink Panther movies. Some of them are 30-odd minutes long.
I tell you seriously though, it's no wonder Peter Sellers had to have a bloody thinking pacemaker. All that too much laughing. Yeah.
Jake has asked that question, and he's been told that if it has moving trains, it's a layout, and it's a strange one. He may make a second board. He doesn't know yet.
Oh, right, okay.
And it has to do with the wars. It's like a remembrance layout, in a way, if you get what I mean. Oh, I know. Would this be of a certain well-known factory in Poland?
I see. Be interesting. Yes.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see the finished article.
Kind of like your holiday, kind of like your holiday homes in North Korea, Phil.
Yes, a little bit. Yeah, but at least the people who come there and visit, they can go home.
Yeah, I had a really good time.
Yeah, see, Joshua had a wonderful time.
I plan to visit his Siberian summer retreat this year.
There you go.
Sarah Jane, get totting up those fines.
I was thinking of saying I haven't got the airfare yet.
Yeah. No, he's saying it's British themed. All right.
Oh right. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Right. Gotcha. When the kids and that were evacuated.
Well, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That's a big diorama with a lot of people.
It would be.
If we did it in T gauge, it would be very small, and you wouldn't need to worry about many people. says the man who bought T gauge sheep. The packet is big. The sprue containing the sheep is very small, and the sheep are even smaller on the sprue.
The box is big, but the sheep are small.
Yes. The sheep are very, very small.
Those sheep are very far away.
Just to let you know, Joshy,
Yeah.
there are two people on the other channel.
Probably those watching it.
Yeah.
8 o'clock's a good slot, you know, as they say. It's prime time.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's prime time for modelling.
And for Pink Panther music.
Absolutely.
You know, we're going to have to find something when he does the Patriot missile. Because that's the tractor unit. Because I'm sure he says it's for the Patriot.
Oh, say, can't you see?
Go on then, finish it off. Come on.
To me. I was going to say firing missiles at me, but that wouldn't.
No, I don't think that would work. Yeah.
No.
That was a rather good voice there, Joshy.
Thank you.
He's available for weddings, birthdays, and bar mitzvahs.
And Sarah Jane got her happy birthday song this week as well. Yesterday, because I missed it this year, didn't I?
Yeah. There we go. Carol finally got the brick built Dora completed today. Pictures in the gallery ready for next week.
Oh, wonderful.
And it is mightily huge.
Mm-hmm. But I didn't want to say to him, Joshy, but did you notice the barrel kind of droops down halfway along the length of it?
That's his age. Don't worry about it.
It was. It's like I keep saying. It's that famous quote from Wayne's World 2, where Garth says, "That's a pretty big gun." So when Kim Basinger pulls out that gun and she goes, "I wanted to shoot my husband."
That's a pretty big gun.
Scott feels the same way about us when we do the Pink Panther film.
Just hear the axe blade sharpening now on the grindstone.
Yeah.
He did mention that in chat earlier.
I know.
Yeah.
All we have to do is just mention Pink Panther. We don't have to even do anything.
His eye starts to twitch.
And the nervous tick returns, yeah.
Just in case.
Panzer, you fool.
Kiddo? 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 Where are you, you little yellow fool?
Sarah Jane.
Now is not the time.
Sarah Jane says, I did, yes, Joshy, and very nice it was as well.
See, my voice is getting better.
And Carol says, if your barrel was a metre long, you would have a droop in the middle.
There you go, look, you see.
It's all about the way it bends.
Or in Carol's case, wishful thinking.
It's all about the droop, don't you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have to remember it well.
is medium. Oh no, wait a minute. I want to try something else this time. Make some Spalator.
Good wrist action there, Panzer.
Yeah.
He's had years of practice.
Lots of paint shaking.
you had to be careful what you said then.
I was thinking, Phil, nearly slipped.
Don't say that word. Oh shit, and he did, yeah.
This is where Dan pops in there. Did somebody say that?
Yeah, Freudian slip there, sir. Yeah. Yes. No, it's not the time. No, it's not the time, I'm telling you.
Freud was having none of it.
Yeah, now is not the time, Kato. Yes, we have work to do. Yes. Do you know what? Considering that these kits are getting on 50 years.
1972, 73, I believe.
Hang on. Yeah. Get the instructions. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yes. Let's have a look on my manual. 1975.
Okay, I was on there for a couple of years. That's quite good going.
50 years. 50 years. And, well, we all know, I mean, back in the day, I mean, the actual kits weren't as, produced like they are now. They're sort of perfectly, you can sort of just drop them in the box, give them a shake, and they build themselves. But considering 50 years old, and the fact that the detail on them is still as sharp as the day they came out of the factory, these molds that they're actually taken from, very good. I mean, there's still a lot of cleanup, but there's no real flash. It's just mold lines.
Yes.
And there's no real flash at all. And that's incredible, really.
Savior of the universe.
Flash.
I actually have a little claim to fame with him.
With who?
Sam Jones.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say Buster Crabbe then, but yeah, go on.
I actually met Sam Jones at a Comic-Con and had a chat with him for about 5 or 10 minutes and got the DVD signed by him.
All right. Excellent.
I tell you what, he's a lovely bloke.
Yeah, good.
He's aged slightly, obviously, since he was in Flash Gordon, but yeah.
Haven't we all, mate? Haven't we all? Yes. But, excellent.
Shame Brian Blessed wasn't there as well, because I'd have just walked up to him and gone, Hawkman, dive.
Yeah. Gordon's alive.
Gordon. Oh, it's a brilliant. Such a good film.
But, yes.
I have a feeling that's a bit like the actor who plays Victor Meldrew. Everyone goes up to him and says, "I don't believe it."
What, like they do with Father Ted?
I don't believe it.
You see him in the background getting whacked by him in his jacket. Because when he always used to ring up and he used to go 4291. Before they had postcodes, didn't it?
Was it? I don't know.
It's usually, I'm pretty sure he's ringing, but he used to go 4291.
Bouquet residence.
Lady of the house speaking.
Is that Mrs. Bucket? It's Bouquet.
That was keeping up appearances, that was, wasn't it?
It
It
was.
was, yes.
That was brilliant. Poor Richard.
Yeah.
I was actually speaking of that, was another one I met. You know, the sister, not Rose, but the other one, Onslow's wife.
Oh yeah.
I met her as well. She was in a play that I went to go and see a rendition of. It was Cinderella or something. I can't remember. I went with my mum years ago and my sister. But yeah, I met her as well backstage.
Oh, very good.
Talking of plays, when are you going off to this radio session type thing, Phil?
Oh, me. Yeah, this Friday.
Well, this Friday. Okay.
This Friday at the
So we'll
Gorstling
hear all-
Pavilion.
So we hear all about it next Friday, next Thursday, next
Indeed.
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
You're going to be on the radio, Phil.
No, but I am going to the to watch the Dad's Army radio show.
Ooh.
Yes. There's
That
two
sounds quite
characters, two actors that have mastered, should we say, all the character voices, and they will be doing. I'm not sure if they do 2 or 3 episodes, but they've adapted them for radio, like they did the original first 5 seasons of Dad's Army.
Yeah.
They were adapted for radio, and they're doing the same, and they stand on stage, and they literally, like they would if they were actually, a la Goon Show or things like that, standing in front of
Like how the Waltons is filmed, is it? Like where they did the Waltons. Is it the Waltons? The radio one that's been going for years?
Oh no, that would have been the Archers.
The Archers, sorry, my mistake. Sorry,
Yeah.
my mistake.
Yeah, a bit like that. Yeah.
There's no John Boy and there's no John Boy in the Archers.
But yeah, very much the same. Yeah, but actually, hang on. It's surprising that there wasn't. Let me see if there's a. Hang on. I might be able to do a spot of.
Sarah Jane says she saw the Dad's Army stage show in the late 70s, and she had most of the cast, and she has the record for it.
Nice.
Jake says where he lives, there's a small airport next to the railway line, so he's recreating that in a format.
Okay,
so he's recreating his local area. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, would be interesting to see that.
You ever been to random question, Jake? I don't know if you are from the UK or not. You ever been to? If you are from the UK, have you ever been to Severn Valley Railway in Shropshire? Because it's only 20 minutes down the road from me. That is.
Josh, Sarah Jane's got one for you. She says she met Lawrence McClure. He played the big orc guy in Lord of the Rings. He's huge, by the way.
Oh, is he the one who was the main orc? The one who had he had a claw or a hook for a hand, didn't he?
I'm trying to picture him. To be fair, yeah, he probably did.
Was he the white? They called him the White Orc, didn't they?
Jane says, "Yep, that's him. He had the white face paint."
Yeah, he had a fight with he had a fight with the one of the dwarves on the ice, didn't he? At the end, the main dwarf king.
Yes,
that was a brilliant film. That one was.
It's the Battle of the Five Armies.
Yeah.
From The Hobbit.
Well, I haven't actually met them, as in to speak to them, but I've every time I've been to a Comic-Con, I've been within 15 feet, well, not even 15 feet in some cases, but 5 foot of the Red Dwarf cast. Except for not Danny Jules, except for Craig Jones. He never seems to be there.
Right.
The majority of the time, it's Robert Llewellyn and what's his face, the guy who played Rimmer, Chris Barry.
Oh yeah.
But occasionally,
yeah. Here we go. Just to show you, I've just managed to. We'll do a quick share. There we go. The Dad's Army Radio Show.
Cool.
There we go. Last night they were in Perth Theatre up in Scotland.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
That's a nice thing.
Yeah. Just scroll up. Just scroll up a second back up. Look, if that's Perth Theatre, it's a very small theatre.
Yes. Well, the pavilion in Galston is a small. I think it's about maximum is about 300. But yeah, there we go. There's a picture. Here we go. Look, there's a picture of the Galston Pavilion. There is a picture of the Galston Pavilion, sir. Yes. They don't like it up. Yes. The vicar won't be very happy. Yes. But yes, so that's where I'll be going on May the 30th. Tickets still available. There we go. For anybody else who wants to go, there we go. But yes, so yeah, Dad's Army Radio Show.
So I've just got this image now of Scott sitting behind you going.
No, we should be going. Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? Yes, with an axe behind me, and you, I'm gonna thump it in your head. Yes. But yes. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, so I don't get caught. Well, I shouldn't be copyright because that's Facebook anyway. But there we go. But yeah, so that's where I'm going on Friday. So yes, hopefully that'll be a laugh a minute. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to be doing 2 or 3 episodes, but yes, it'll be interesting.
How long is the show?
Do you know what? I honestly don't know. Honestly, don't know. I don't even know if it actually tells me on here. Let me just reviews. Getting really good reviews, 10 out of 10 and what have you. But yeah, not doesn't actually say.
How long it is for.
No. Right, let's have a. Yeah, starts at 7:30, but yeah, but that's the Perth one. Doesn't say anything about.
Where's my pin going? There's my pin there.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't actually say.
Does it tell you what time the curtains goes up at?
Well, the show starts at 7:30.
And it doesn't tell you how long it ends, so when it ends.
No.
It finishes when it finishes.
You might get 2, maybe 3. You might even be lucky, and they may do 4 if it's a 2-hour show.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I don't know if there's actually 2 or 3. I would imagine 3 probably.
Depends how many performances they're doing in the night.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine you could be there for 2 hours.
Well, I wouldn't mind. I don't care. So, because I mean, from what I've seen of them, they are very good. The actual voices are so uncanny. You know, if you whilst you're watching these videos, if you actually shut your eyes and you just hear the voices like Hodges and Mannering, Pike, John the Measurer, all that, you just think that is them. That they're playing a video of Dad's Army in the background, but it is actually these 2 guys. It's remarkable, really. But yeah, so. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it next week.
We will look forward to this.
Indeed. Right. Jake is saying, yeah, I'm from the UK, but never ran on the train yet. I'm from the land of the bishops, if you know where that is.
Land of the Bishops.
The land of the bishops.
York, Canterbury.
Canterbury, isn't it? Canterbury, isn't it?
I was thinking Canterbury, but I was thinking Verulamium, which is the Roman term, but that is Canterbury.
Bum, 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 bum. Right. Okay.
Durham. Still a York. Still a Viking town. Durham.
Right. I don't know about anybody else, but I think I'm gonna call it quits in a little while because it's now getting on for bloody hell 22:11.
Mm-hmm.
UK time. So I will have a roundup in a minute, see what I haven't done much, to be fair. Yeah. Thought I was going to get a bit more done than that, but yeah. But I didn't know where all this. I didn't know, sir. I didn't know where I was going to put it all, sir. Really don't. Yes. There's a layout here somewhere. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Tamio got that right.
What's
that there. Well, they got this. Right, hang on. Let me just get something to point.
Oh, yes.
Pointing.
The mud. Let me put you full screen. A minute. A second. Wait a second. Where are you? You're there. Yes.
Right. The stowage.
Yes.
Look at that. Now look at that. That really. No.
Depends.
It
just depends what's in the stowage. There could be rigid frames for a tent in there, or
could, admittedly, yes, but yeah, I would be more inclined to maybe heat that up and bend that.
Yes.
Or try to anyway, because yeah, it doesn't look like there's, I mean, if normally you would have an impression of seeing some rods, but
depends on how they've wrapped it, because the rods could be in the very center of it, and
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because Scotties and service personnel, they get the habit of wrapping things up quickly.
Yeah, no, that's true. But again, you know, that one's more amenable.
Mhm.
But then you got bedding rolls there, and then there's a massive, great big one there, which I'm not going to have. I'm going to have the jerry cans up on that end there. I think have a little bit different. But yeah, I get there in the end, I suppose. Yes.
Sarah Jane says 11 p.m. UK time equates to 2 logs on the fire past the sun going down in deepest Norfolk.
Yeah, it is 2 logs on the fire, indeed. Right. Okay. Right. So I think I'm going to call it quits for now. Been a great night. Been a fun night. Been a laugh. Been a giggle.
Yes.
We've still got 12 people in the chat.
Yes,
Which is
one
great.
of which is me.
Yeah,
Look, see?
one of those witches is me as well.
So that means that there's 10 people still watching us.
Absolutely, which is great.
8 months.
Absolutely. So, yeah, another month has gone. It'll be June next week. June. It'll be almost summertime. Yes.
Oh, no. You see that beginning of May where we had all that lovely sunshine? That was our summer. From here on, it's rain.
No, you'd say that, but I saw in Google News earlier that we are expecting another heat wave soon. Whether that's in Scotland area, I don't know.
Yes.
Well, I'm banking then if we're going to have another heat wave, that's going to be in November. That'll probably be about right.
Ready, folks.
Yeah, it'll be about right. So, I'll just put my finger back in there so I don't lose him. Oh, good. Oh
Oh no.
I've done something stupid here. That's all right. No, I can get him in. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic.
I'm not panicking.
Okay.
Don't panic, Mr. Manwaring.
Yeah, I've just about got him back in there. Yeah, I forgot because I put this bloody ring on, and I forgot. Got to try and get the driver figure in there. Right. So, thank you everybody for coming in and joining, even in the chat or on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Adam for coming in. No, he's not been, sort of the greatest of company at the moment, but he still braved it. That's all. But,
yes,
yes,
he came in. He wanted a bit of fun and banter, and we gave him the banter.
It
Absolutely.
gave him company.
Yeah, give him a bit of company, indeed. Absolutely. So, I'm going to say good evening. We'll say good night, evening. Good evening to start again.
Hey, folks.
I'm going to say good night to everybody. So, first off, say good night, Joshy.
Good night, folks. Thanks for coming in.
Not a problem.
Thanks for having me, Dennis, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, more than welcome. Anytime, mate. Anytime. And Mr. Panzer.
Bye. Thanks for coming in, folks. Thanks for watching.
Absolutely.
Including, wait a second,
Pete
Pete McDubbs, who has joined in. He says, cheers, he enjoyed that. Thanks for coming in,
Oh,
Pete.
Hey, Pete.
you're welcome. You're welcome. So, until next week, when back to normal service, well, say normal service, where we have the Belly and Bench, we have the quiz of the week, we have Panzer's tip of the week, and we also have the Facebook gallery. Yes, all the usual fun and banter, and possibly the lowest standards on YouTube ever. Possibly. I can't say definitely until it happens. Yeah, but you never know.
You'll have to find a way to repost Scott's Pink Panthers in the gallery for next week so we can do the Pinky again. It's that that lowers the standards.
Yes, I can. I can.
Poor Scott.
Me thinks me being cruel now, you know. Yes, I have a way. Yes. Anyway, enough of that. So until next week when we do it all again, folks. Take care. Be good. Be good to each other. If you can't be good whilst you're out there and be safe, stay in and build a model. And yes, have fun, everybody. Bye for now. Bye.
See you, folks.
Dear.
Yes.
See,
I've stopped your bell from my ringing.
yes. You see, 4 people have now left, not realising that we come back and do a bit afterwards.
They'll have to catch it on the replay, won't they? Which means more views.
So, someone has just logged back and said, "Oh, why, mate? I forgot about that."
That means if we're still here and people are leaving, that means who's charging them to get out?
We're missing a trick there. Get up. Why aren't you standing at the door? You fool. Get that money from them.
Yes,
Don't let them do without paying.
That's a way to get the money to pay Sarah Jane's fines.
Clearing people's fortune without with that.
Why little girls get bigger every day? God, I'm in a serious Peter Sellers mood tonight.
He wasn't very funny in the first one, was he? It was quite an actual serious film, but then in the second one, it was just what happened to him.
And Peter Sellers got hold of it. That's what happened.
Yeah.
There we go. Anyway, folks. Right. Before we leave, please don't have nightmares.
Don't worry, they'll be locked up safely tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, especially Scott. Yeah. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum,
Boom, boom, boom,
ba-dum,
boom,
ba-dum,
boom, 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 boom,
ba-dum,
boom.
ba-dum, bum.
Hang on, someone knocking at my door. Sounds like an axe on the door. Oh dear. It's nice been knowing you, folks.
Bye all.
Bye. Bye.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Yeah, when I come out of hospital. Bye.
Hello.